preparing myself for business casual basketball. It takes forever to commute. So this video is going to be a start to a series of videos that me starting my new life in Beijing after 8 years abroad, and my first objective would be to find an apartment. One good thing about living at home is that you almost never have to worry about the tangible stuff, such as food, laundries. It's pretty much all sorted all the time. Here you have fruits, chicken wings, tofu, Coke, drinks, chocolate. Well, these I bought from the UK, but you get what I mean. However, on the mental side of things, it is not ideal. Plus the distance. Beijing is a really big city, and it takes forever to commute from one place to another, especially where I live right now. To the place of work it's about 2 hours, so that's going to be 4 hours a day, and that's the main excuse that I'm telling my parents that I need to move out. For Chinese international students, when they come back to China, food is always the first agenda. And that's me too. Today I'm trying out some bones, and it's only 40 yuan per person, and you eat as much as you want. Even in Chinese terms, that's quite cheap. Hopefully I don't get sick. The place is quite close to my house, so I'm just gonna get a shared bike. So how it works is, you pick one, there's a code right here, you scan it with WeChat. There you go. This one sounds a little weird, the back wheel. Hopefully it's alright. The bones actually turned out to be quite nice. It tasted good, and they even had handmade dumplings, like on the spot handmade. But it is in one of these very dodgy corners of the street. When I first got there, I was kind of scared because people were looking at me, from the alley, and it didn't felt friendly. It's almost 1 p.m. Waiting to see the new Apple announcement. I need to buy a new phone because this one is pretty much broken. This front Face ID camera is broken, doesn't recognize my face. It always asks for the password, and then the telephoto camera works like this. So yesterday I went to see some apartments. I've seen about 6 or 7, and there was only one that was decent. The others were just... And because these houses are relatively old, some of them are built in the 90s actually, so the neighborhood and also the equipment are quite outdated. Especially the corridors. It was wet, smelly, and People are hanging their sheets over the wall, and it was really confusing as well. I almost got lost in one of the buildings. So here's a map of Beijing. I'm taking screenshots so that you can see. This place is where I live right now, and here is where I work. So this is gonna be a 2-hour commute by train, subway. And then yesterday I was looking at places around here. So in this area, it's very close to work, it's very convenient. However, the apartments are either too old or too expensive that I can't afford with my current salary. So in fact, there was only one apartment that was decent, but I figured I'm probably gonna need more options to choose from. So I've decided to look further from the central. So I'm gonna look this way. It's gonna be less convenient, but it's gonna be cheaper, and also the buildings and apartments will be less old. I don't want to live too far away from the place I work because rush hours in Beijing is insane. It's really insane. People are ruthless and they are rude. They are busy. They don't care a thing. So maybe I'll film it one day. Yeah, I will. So I'll try my best to avoid the rush hours. This wall is probably from a while back, 10 years, but it's still quite new. I haven't used it that much in the past. It's got a little bit eelish, but it's okay. It bounces, so good ball. Nice car. It's 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I figured this time nobody will be around so that I can practice, because I haven't played in 2 years now. Yeah, I need some alone time to get familiar with the ball. The reason why I'm suddenly doing basketball again after 2 years is because in China, actually, basketball is business related, because in many Chinese companies these days, basketball is seen as one of the most important routines in their daily lives, especially the senior management. Therefore, by playing basketball at the company, you can get exposures, networks with all these senior people, and hopefully, if you're good, they will have a good impression. So I'm basically preparing myself for business casual basketball. That means no dribbling, pass or shoot. Pass mostly.